times we think innovation is just somebody very creative, your mind is freewheeling and therefore you innovate. I'm one of those boring people who don't think so. I think innovation comes from a lot of discipline, especially if you work in an environment like healthcare. You better be a very good physiotherapist, better be a very good doctor, very good nurse, know how to inject the eye, and over time, building upon those basic disciplines, drilling yourself until you can create something new and innovative. So it is a discipline, and not just a personal one, but also an organization one. So places like this institution encourages innovation, but it is a discipline within an organization. And I think within MOH too, we should start building those disciplines, or within the whole healthcare system. One joke that's been going around is that which organization or which sector in Singapore has the most pilots? It's actually not aviation, it's actually healthcare. We have so many pilots. And maybe pilots is the way to get permission to innovate without management coming on you, without rules audit coming on you to say you cannot innovate. So I think we do need to build discipline around the area. Pilots are good, you give us a reason, a sandbox to move forward, but at some point there has to be a discipline to identify what are the pilots that should translate to national policy, cluster policy, and national policy. We ought to have that discipline. Second, and this is pertaining to acute and social care to form healthcare, is the great need to share data. Yeah. And I'm inspired by just now a few presentations, and I can see if only data is shared, those projects will be so much better. Residents' data. Because there's a lot of data in the hospital, including patients' data. But once you cross over to social care, they too need data. Maybe not all patients' data, but simple data. How to outreach to a person that needs help. How to outreach to a senior. How to outreach to a senior with chronic disease. Can those data be available? I believe today the law allows us to do that, but because there's a law, nobody there to do very much. And I think it's one area, again, as part of innovation discipline, we need to work on making sure data is available to everyone who is involved in Healthcare SG, who is involved in creating health for our nation. Lastly, and again, this pertains to acute and social care bridging, is to always keep things real. At the clinical level, you know so much science, so much medical knowledge. On the ground level, life is quite analog, quite simple, and we need to translate all our know-how, digital, clinical know-how, into something that makes sense on the ground. Always keep things real. One of my greatest privilege is to be able to be a minister and an MP at the same time. As a minister, I hear wonderful technology, including everything that's presented to me today, wonderful big ideas and policies, but on the ground, I have to talk to an auntie or uncle who don't know what I'm talking about. And I tell him Healthcare SG, they say, see me hi. And you gotta translate that to something very real for them that they can connect with and can make a change to their lives. Yeah. So these are 3 thoughts I had as I was sitting there, thinking that, oh dear, I don't have a prepared speech, but I should really say something. But I hope it provides food for thought, but more importantly, I hope everyone keep that innovative enthusiasm up and keep on working at it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.